Hey everybody, this is Darnell Crittendenn from DC and Nets and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave your notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. And this is my Thursday morning. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Right now, there are a few congratulations that are in order. For starters, the Spidey09 show is at 695 subscribers. And I want to thank all my subscribers. I want to thank all the moderators. I want to thank all the viewers. I want to thank the Facebook community. I want to thank the PlayStation community. I also want to thank the greatest community that's been supportive for me for years, and that is the YouTube community. And I like to say, let's keep it going. Let's keep it inspired. Let's keep it, let's keep striving. And I say all that with a humble heart. Thank you so very much. My last couple of shows, I said in August, I'm going to be temporarily off the air because, again, I don't like to issue out my laundry in front of the world, but at the same time, within the process, this show it's a part of me. But I have to step away from it for a while because I have to focus on other priorities as far as getting my life back in balance. That's another topic for another time. Let me try to reintroduce this show for those who may not know, those who subscribe or unsubscribe, those who still trying to figure me out. I'm just gonna tell it like it is, and at the same time, I'm added a couple of changes on this show. What is DC and Networks and Power Players? DC and Networks and Power Players, and believe me, I'm not trying to make this a long, boring speech. I'm gonna try to narrow it down as good and humble the best way I know. What is DC and Networks and Power Players? 10 years ago, I had a show, maybe even longer than that, called DC and Networks and Power Players, featuring the Spidey09 show. And that was my original show. And it lasted for a while. After a while, I was getting a lot of complications on that show. And the reason for that, because even to this day, I'm still trying to figure out how broadcasting is. And even though I'm an amateur broadcaster, I live an everyday life. I go to work, pay bills and taxes just like everybody else. But it's not about me. This is where DC and Networks and Power Players come in. I say this on my show for years. Adjust the name, the face. Got to pay the internet bill when the time comes. The bill comes due. The 80% are you guys. Okay? And what DC and Networks and Power Players mean to me, a good friend of mine spoke to me, and we talk all the time. He's probably one of my biggest fans of my show right now. Hopefully I'm going to have more bigger fans as the years go by. He goes by the name of Larry Leonard. And again, shout out goes out to the guru, Larry Leonard. Shout out goes out to Prince Unique, which I spoke to him the other day, which I'm going to get the shout outs and all the other cool topics in a minute. But back to what I was saying as far as DC and Networks and Power Players mean to me. And we talked. And he keeps saying, Darnell, continue your legacy. And to me, this, in a way, is kind of like my legacy. I have been a gamer for over 3, if not 4 decades. And gaming right now, as you see, is nothing new, nothing shy from the truth. I started playing video games, again, not trying to make this too much of a long, boring, crazy speech. I've been a gamer since 1981. From 81, in fact, I suck at math, so I'm gonna total this up. I really suck at math. Let me just bust out my calculator for a minute. Been a gamer since 81, so from 1981 to 2024, I've been a gamer for 43 years. That's a long time, a very long time. And this is where my legacy come in. You know, everybody have things they like. Everybody has a passion and desire. Some people like to cook. Some people enjoy knitting. Some people enjoy barbecuing. Don't get me wrong, I love a good barbecue, and I gotta be careful with that. Some love sports, wrestling. Some love music. Some even love fishing. You know, haven't fished in a while. There are all different kinds of love, passions, hobbies that, you know, make you a part of you. DCN Networks is no exception. Now, don't get me wrong. I like all other kinds of things besides gaming. I love a good movie. You know, I love go karts. Yeah, I'm a go kart head. Haven't driven one in a while, but yes, I love go karts. I like anime. I like all kinds of things. I enjoy all kinds of different adventures. But when I got one of these in my hand, I feel like I'm in a whole nother world. And I don't know if you guys remember the movie Ready Player One. If you're a gamer and you know what I'm talking about, that to me explains who I am as a gamer. And by the way, I hope they come up with a sequel for that movie. But it tells in so many ways of the life of what a gamer is between now and the foreseeable future. I always love watching that movie over and over again. Um, that and The Matrix, but still, The Matrix is going to be my #1 movie. But that's another topic for another time. Get back to what I was saying, trying to jump the gun. DCN Networks and Power Players. This show is consist of gaming, movies, anime, cosplay, you know, different topics from around the world. Politics on my show is like 3%. Okay. And the one thing I try to do best as far as with the Facebook, the PlayStation, and the YouTube community, I've changed a lot. I've changed from this guy cussing his brains out. Had to slow it down. The reason why I had to slow it down because of health issues, but at the same time, it made me a little more wiser. Now, uh, I want people to understand what content of gaming is. Gaming ain't no different than all the things I mentioned. You know, we go to the movies, all right? And now, which brings to the two things I've changed on this show right now. Now, I've changed the comment bar. And, you know, at first it says something real cool for everybody to subscribe. And now I'm going to explain right now, especially to the YouTube community, and I hope they please watch it. Our audience, that's myself presenting to you guys, must be 18 years or older. Parental guidance is suggested. Parental guidance is suggested, which means that's for the younger viewers. Please subscribe. Thank you. Now, Um, I'm doing this because I got an email from them guys. I'm not gonna blab it out. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's just say I got an email, and right now I'm willing to cooperate. I mean, I cooperated all this time, but now I'm trying to not only cooperate with them, I'm trying to keep it neutral as well. And they should know by now I do a state of direction once or twice a month. I've already done one for July. The next one is August, so that might be either the first or the middle of August. But, you know, I guess what I'm saying is the Constitution have a right to freedom of speech. And I'm saying this right now to all the people that I mentioned within the three categories. If it's something that I'm doing wrong, tell me. Now, as far as the contents of my gaming, and I tell anybody, I don't care who it is. I'm just going to be honest with you. The only thing I do is play the games. I don't make the games. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have their copyrights. I don't have their music. I don't control their music. I don't control their actions. The only thing I do as a gamer, I do two things. I do actually three things. I buy, record my gaming talents, and I play. Now, for those who don't know how certain games are, especially to the parents and they have younger viewers, I'm going to explain that right now because now I have to reconvert this show back to more of an adult gaming show. That's why I put down there where it says parental guidance and suggestions. So if you have younger viewers that's watching this show now, I have to convert it back in a way to the old show just a little bit. But that still ain't going to change on what I have to do to try to make this more enjoyable as humanly possible. If you have younger viewers now and they want to watch this show, be in the room with them. Be in the room with them, But for those that are 18 years older, you know what I'm about to show right now. For starters, they rate the games like the movies, like everything else. And it literally says it. And right now I have three different games that has the rating system in all different categories. For starters, let's go with, I'm going to pick a good one. In fact, I'm going to pick a simple one. I'm going to keep it simple. Rated T for teens. Teen adolescents. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Which you can get this game right now for like under $24. It says rated T. I'm going to zoom in on the screen so that everybody can understand. This is rated T for teens. Which means if you're 18 or older, you can play this game. Alright? Which pretty much what it is. Alright, let me put this over here. Give me a second. I'm just mix matching everything around right quick. The next game. Yes, it's a good one. Bust out another Ninja Turtle. Everyone 10, I guess 10 years old. Rated E for everyone. I mean, if you're 10 years old or over, it clearly says rated E for everyone. Now, it gets a little interesting for those who may or may not understand the contents of my show. I'm going to bust it out. I'm going there. Mature 17 or over. Rated M for mature audiences. Now, I'll tell anybody, and I will say this to the world, whether they may or may not understand. When you go to the store and purchase a game, it clearly states these categories. Rated T for T, E for everyone, and M for mature audiences. And if you have younger viewers, that get those games, especially for the parents. If you have parents, you have kids that's under 10 years old, I'm going to break it down in definition. If they're under 10 years old, but everybody can enjoy, get the E for everyone. If they're the ages of, well, I don't know, say 18 and over, I'm pretty sure they're going to buy this. If you're grown like I am, pretty much, I'm going to buy all the above. When you're 17 and older, get this. I'm 58 years old. I'm going to buy any game I want. But again, this is being broadcast through YouTube, I got to be respectful. But I will say this, especially for the viewers that's trying to understand me right now. I don't make the games, I just play them. That's all. And it clearly states it has a rating system. And if you have younger viewers that's still interested in these games, here is my advice to the parents that have younger viewers. Get them the E for everyone. Or do the right thing. If this game is inappropriate for younger viewers, let's just say, you know what? I'm not going to even use Mortal Kombat. I'm going to go there. Let's just say Suicide Squad. We're going to use Suicide Squad, for example. If you have younger viewers and they're interested in Suicide Squad, and it clearly, I'll flip it up one more time, it says M for mature audiences. They're 10 years old and they want a game that's rated M. Even though it might look cool to them, it looks cool to me, but even though it might look cool to them, I can't tell anybody how to buy their games. But I will say this, if you don't want them to be involved in that kind of environment, my advice, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Because a lot of people don't realize right now the gaming industry is booming as it was over 3-4 decades ago than movies right now. Because right now, the biggest thing in entertainment right now, other than sports, other than, online gambling, which, by the way, I ain't knocking that. I'm not a gambler, just to let everybody know. The biggest thing right now in entertainment are movies and gaming. Okay, especially gaming. Gaming is a huge triple billion-dollar industry. And right now they're making billions. Okay, you know what one of my favorite movies that Vin Diesel played in, and again, shout out goes out to Vin Diesel. I remember the first movie when he did Triple X. It's a Vin Diesel flick. He done a lot of Vin Diesel flicks, Chronicles of Riddick, Pitch Black, Triple X, Return of Xander Cage, and he is funny. He stole this red Corvette, and he was bringing some guy crapping him out, just talking real bad about him, and then he mentioned something about this guy was a senator and he wanted to take and ban video games off the shelf, and Vin Diesel said, "Hey, that ain't cool." In other words, and I remember the quotation he said. He said, "To us, that's the only education we got." And in certain ways, he's right. Not saying that's going to replace education, but now I'm going to speak more towards the gaming community right now. Believe it or not, there are more gamers in this world than you can ever imagine. 20 years ago, we evolved. I remember back in the days, back in '81, when I had like $3 or $4 worth of quarters, and I go play, and I still got it this day on my ColecoVision, and my ColecoVision is in my room right now. But before then, I used to play Donkey Kong. I used to play Millipede. I used to play um, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong Jr. Used to play Stargate. And then later, Gaming evolved when fighting games came on the scene. I used to play Street Fighter. I used to play the very first Tekken at the arcade. I used to play the very first King of the Fighters in '95 at the arcade. In the '80s, gaming has revolutionized the world. And now, when the very first home game system came out was the Nintendo, the 8-bit, you know, with the gyromite, a little robot that's doing the arms around like this. And ever since that came out, it jumped from the quarter arcade, and now to this day, people still buying arcades one-ups as a nostalgic thing to add to their crib. But another topic for another time. They jumped from the quarter arcade to the very home system. But what revolutionized the world as far as bringing it to the home system, when online was born. It went from online as far as being on the computer. It started with the computers. It jumped from the computer to the phone. Then as it jumped to the phone, somewhere it squeezed itself along the line, and it jumped from the computer to the phone into this. It jumped. In fact, it really leapfrogged its brains out. And to this day, it is the most greatest revolutionary thing in the world. That's why I mentioned sometimes I like to watch that movie Ready Player One. But, you know, sometimes I have to step away from the gaming world to come back to the reality world. That's why come August, I'm going to be temporarily offline. But that doesn't mean I'm not giving up the show. It's part of my legacy. It's part of who I am. It's what I do. Okay? And I will say this. You know, the things I do, I love to enjoy. And nobody can do what I do. And nobody can do the things I do. All right. It's a great feeling. Nobody cannot implicate, replicate, or duplicate the things I do. Hell, look, I got the coolest logo on here. And again, that shout out goes out to the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia, and Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. We're on our way. Congratulations are in order, so I'm going to give a shout out to them. I have one of the coolest co-hosts that comes on my show at random and, you know, take the edge off of me. But at the same time, at the end of every show, especially when he's here, he blessed the show and he blessed the viewers and everybody else that's a participating in that show. Okay, I, on the other hand, I do these sort of things. All right. Which I'm going to bring it up in a minute. I got to find it. I'm going to end the show in a minute. I give out birthday shout-outs. There's over a billion YouTube shows on here. Show me one. Please email me. Show me one YouTube show that does a birthday shout out every time, whether I'm broadcasting live or whether I'm doing gameplay live. Show me one YouTube show that gives birthday shout outs. You show me, please send it to my email. Right now, I think I'm about the only one that have been doing this consistently for over 10 years. Okay? And, you know, the list goes on and on. So I don't just do just gaming. You know, I try my best to interact, you know, with the people on here, with the community, with everybody. I'm gonna put this back up here. And the best part about it, I'm not asking for not one dime. Not one dime. You got some YouTubers on here, they're in it for the money, they're in it for the fame, they're in it for whatever. Me, you know, do you know how hard and how long it took me to reach 695 out of 10 years? It is hard. Believe me, I'm just going to be truthful with you. I mean, because of my lifestyle, if there was a way I can have weekends off, I would. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I really would. Because I do have a life other than gaming. I can't ignore that either. So everything has to be within a certain balance of a guideline to keep everything neutral. Right now, that's why I changed that comment to keep it neutral. Hopefully you guys see this, to keep everything level. All right. Now, as far as myself, I came a long ways. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really came a long ways. I still got a long ways to go. I don't know, even within the 10 years of broadcasting, I don't know everything because, again, PlayStation did it again. When they made this PlayStation camera and made that playroom, it revolutionized the world. To the fact, I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy out here that's still using their technology, because right now this is the only thing I can afford. I'm just going to tell you the truth. But it's the fact that I utilize it to the point where it works best for me. And everything I've been seeing on my show for years, especially with the part when it says I'm just a 20%, it's the truth. I am just 20% of this show. As you can see, I live in a 2.5 bedroom apartment in Chicago on the west side. I'm not in a studio. I'm not in a recording studio. I don't have producers, writers. I don't have people telling me what's my next schedule for my show is. All this is being revolved around my life. But at the same time, in between time, I try to make it the best. And every time I say on my show should be the number one, number one, number one. I say that for a reason, because I am trying very hard. I am trying to be positive. I am trying to strive beyond my own greatest expectations, beyond the levels of perfection, to be the number one show. Not just to YouTube, but to myself. And if I can't be number one, that's fine too. But I'm going to be at least 1 out of 100. My goal for this show, you know, and I'm letting the world know right now, someday I want to be one of the first YouTubers to have his very own YouTube/podcast for people from all walks of life, for everything I mentioned, whether it's gaming, whatever it is. This is what I want. And I don't care how long it takes, I'm going to fulfill that dream. I will be 59 in December. And right now, the scariest age I don't want to see right now is 60. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I say that for a reason, because, again, last November, and I'm just telling the world right now, I shouldn't even be here. But being humble that I am, God is not finished with me at all. I have really seriously unfinished business with my life. Not just with this show, no, with my life in general. You know, The world is changing like crazy. It really is. And I'm not saying I'm going to change along with it, but at the same time, I'm going to change along with it to benefit myself. And, you know, it's been a journey. It's been one hell of a ride. You know, now I don't want everybody thinking, oh, Spidey, you're going to cancel the show. Oh, Spidey, you're going to quit. No. Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm not going to cancel the show. No, I'm not going to give up broadcasting. I just need to take care of some unfinished business in my life. So me being off the air for a while, I'm letting y'all know now, that's temporary. That's all it is temporary. And just because it's temporary doesn't mean it's gone completely. You know, and again, I want to give a very special shout out to a friend that reminded me that. And his name is Larry Leonard. And to tell you the truth, he's my first fan. And I don't want him to be just my first fan. I want other fans beside him. I want other positivity fans besides him to encourage me to keep striving, to keep moving forward, to keep, you know, go the distance that I never thought I can ever do. You know, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to express my imagination, and I'm not like the visionary Seth Rollins, which I'm a huge fan of him. I'm not a visionary. I'm not that. But I do want to share my imagination, my creativity, my love, my passion for gaming to the world. That's what it's all about. Just having fun. But now I have to, I wouldn't say censor that fun, but I'm trying to make it fair. I'm fair. I try my best to be fair. So, again, this new comment will be on here for now. Now, as far as me walking away from the show, it's temporary. It really is. But put it like this: when I come back, we got a lot of good things coming. You know, the end of the year is almost over with. And speaking of good things, let's get on the topic of good things right now. All right. Before I end my show, although this movie's coming out tomorrow, I'm going to see an early viewing of it tonight. I am so stoked. I am ready for Marvel Jesus. Yes, I am. I'm talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds, you know, coming back as Deadpool. And then you got the legendary Hugh Jackman, greatest showman on earth, Logan, aka the Wolverine. Now, I'm seeing an early screening of that tonight. If I go to the movies early, I might be on Facebook Live and give you guys my opinion on Deadpool and Wolverine. It's going to be like, as of now, it's going to be like the summer's biggest blockbuster. So I will leave in my comments on here and on Facebook to tell you how I felt about Deadpool and Wolverine, because Marvel is blowing up. They really is. You got that, and you got what else? In October, you have, once it pulls up, you have Venom: The Last Dance, Till Death Do They Part. I don't know if this is Tom Hardy's last movie, and again, shout out goes out to Tom Hardy. Hey man, I hope this ain't your last movie with Venom, man. Keep it going, dude. Huge fan. Keep it going. Next, let's talk about games. This is coming out in September. There's a chance I might be getting it. That's the Nintendo Switch Hyrule Edition, available September 26, 2024. Now you might can pre-order it. Prince, my party's opened up to 7 right now. That's why I text you. You could pre-order this right now from GameStop, maybe from Best Buy. Now it's a Nintendo Switch Mini, so it's gonna cost maybe like a little under $300. And not only this comes out, this game also comes out as well. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Okay, in this game, for the first time, the protagonist Zelda finally gets to play in her own adventure. Okay, and she has the Wand of Wisdom, and with that, she can do all kinds of manipulations as far as with treasures, side quests, monsters, the list goes on and on and on. So this too will be released the same day of the Nintendo Hyrule Edition Switch Mini, and I'm gonna get it. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I'm definitely gonna add that to my collection. All right, next, and who knows, I might do an unboxing on the show. This too also coming out in October. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Now, I might get that around Christmas. But if you're a Dragon Ball head, if you're a DBZ head, you definitely want to add this to your collection. I've seen a little trailer for it. It looks amazing. But they do have the special collector's edition, which I'm going to pull up right now. I'll blow up the screen. Now it says Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero, the Premium Collector's Edition, October 11, 2024, pre-order now. Now the only thing I hate about this, you can't pre-order in the store. No, you can't pre-order it from GameStop, you can't pre-order it from Best Buy, Target, Walmart, whatever. You cannot pre-order it. You have to go to their site. And believe me, as much as I want to get it and add it to my future man cave, it looks amazing. I'm gonna have to pass. I want it, but I'm leaning more towards the Nintendo's new Switch that comes out in September. Okay, so we on that. And speaking of September, I just found out the official date. I thought the movie was coming out in August, but it's actually coming out in September. Beetlejuice Deuce. I'm talking about the old school Michael straight up Keaton. Yes, he is back. The crazy green hair, the wild looking makeup, the striped suit. I've seen the trailer. You got new people to the cast. You got Jenna Ortega. I loved her in the Wednesday series. She fits real perfect in this universe. So yeah, that looks cool. And then you got William Dafoe. So you got a lot of cool actors in this. Now this will be coming out because at first I thought it was coming out in August, but now I really found out the actual official date. This will be coming out September 8th, I think, but it's definitely coming out in September. So let me know if you guys gonna see this as a day one for Beetlejuice 2. And it's been a while since I've seen a Tim Burton movie, and anything that guy makes is amazing. So I'm ready for that. And another movie that's coming out in September, I gotta go see it if I don't see nothing else. These are pretty much all fall movies I'm talking about for now. And that is Transformers 1. I'm seeing that. You got Chris Hemsworth that plays the voice of a younger Orion Pax, who will become the future leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. You got a younger D16 that's going to turn into Megatron, Alita 1, B-127 going to turn into Bumblebee. This movie takes place as far as the earlier golden years on Cybertron, on how Transformers really become Transformers. And I can't wait to see it. Let me know if it's going to be a day one for you guys. If you're ready to see Transformers 1. Okay. What else? That's, oh, last but not least, Marvel Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic. Now, I found out this game will be coming out in December. Now, as far as the release date, that I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, I have no clue, no indication, but think of it as, oh, this will be coming out for, yes, this will be coming out for the Nintendo Switch and for the PlayStation 4. You got a PlayStation 4. Of course, you can just run it on the 5. It doesn't matter. They took, they put a lot into this game. X-Men, X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superhero, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2, and 3. And my favorite, X-Men versus Street Fighter, and they took the Punisher 2 co-op game. All this is in here. You can play online, you can play offline, you have a training mode, you have leaderboard to keep up with, your highest score online. This, to tell you the truth, I would love to get it for both. I would love to get it for the Switch, and I also would love to get it for the PlayStation. If I can afford it, fine. If not, it doesn't matter. But chances are I am going to get it for the PlayStation. And get ready for it. It's coming in December. I get it. You'll see it live here on the show. Just to let everybody know. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be rated T for teen, just in case anybody want to know. All right. But this is the game that's already been paid off. Paid it off last week. That's undisputed. This game will be released in October 13th. Hopefully, I will be back online before then. Now, as you can see, you got my boy Tyson Fury on the cover. This is the deluxe WBC edition. Now, I paid an extra $20 more because you got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool features, a lot of add-ons. And if you order it from GameStop, you get Roy Jones Jr. 88 as a DLC, and you can add him to the roster. So this one's a little bit more expensive now, but if you want to pay a few dollars less for the standard edition, give me a second. It will look something like, this. This is more of the European edition, but nonetheless, it's going to be branched out all over the world. But that's how it looks on the cover. So, standard edition, deluxe edition, you choose, you decide. And I'm glad that they are coming out with a boxing game, because we have not had a boxing game in nearly over decades. And I think we are long overdue for that. All right. I'll put that back. There we go. But I just want to say all that. So again, the quest still continues. The journey still continues. One last thing. Even though I put it up earlier, but I got to put it up again. I'm going to put it up again right now. As soon as I find it. Because I can't forget the show without it. And like always, if this is your birthday month of July 25th, 2024, happy birthday from all of us from DC and Networks and Power Players. My next guess is, do I give out birthday shout outs? Sure I do. It's no problem. One, you seriously have to sub to the show. 2, you leaving a comment as far as the day of or the day after. And 3, if I see it within that comment, I will be more than gladly to give you a shout out live on the Spotty 09 show. All right. We're going to put back up the logo. And in about a second, little robot buddy, you're going to go on break because I'm about to end this show in a minute. But that's all I got to say. You know, and even to this day, I'm just trying to do my best, you know. And, you know, like I said, me and a few cats, we talked, you know, me and Prince Unique, we talked. Me and the president and co-founder of DC Networks and Power Players, we talked. In fact, you know, the Unique one last night, we talked about some ideals on how we're going to excel this show a little bit further. And I kept saying it for the longest, how would you like to see that logo on my chest, on this, well, not this t-shirt because I love wolves, but you get the idea. How would you like to see that on here? It can be done. It can be done. I'm doing my part, but at the same time, I need the viewers to do their part. I need the subscribers to do their part. I need the moderators to do their part. I need people just, you know, whether if I'm doing a good show, bad show, even if you're just coming in to say hi, I need everybody to do their part. Because right now, to make this leap from 583 to 695 subscribers, I take that as a huge blessing. But to reach that 700 mark, that's incredible. But even more importantly, if we can reach that 1,000 mark, I will do everything in my power to get that logo on my chest so everybody can get more tuned in the show. And who knows, maybe in the near foreseeable future, everybody be rocking a DC Networks Presents Power Players t-shirt. But I can't do it alone. You know, your voice matters. Your opinion matters. Your ideals matter. I'm just an amateur guy running off of a PlayStation 4 Playroom camera, but, you know, and I'm trying to make a difference. You know, one man can make a difference. And who knows, maybe I'll revolutionize the world. I'd rather for one man to make a difference than have one man that don't do anything. And I'm not trying to be that guy that's not trying to do anything. I love the passion of me being on here. And I don't care if it takes me another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I don't care how long it takes. You know, I think I'm the only YouTuber on here that keeps it straight up, keep it real. You know, I tone down. Again, there's only one Darnell Crittenden. There's only one Spotty 09, like I told you guys once before. 100 participation is required. Prince, my party is open, but thank you so very much. I'm the only one that does this. You're not going to see any gamers that take the time out to not only entertain you guys, but give you a little small tidbit of his personal life. And believe me, you know, when it comes down to stuff like this, I separate all that. Okay, but then again, since this is kind of a little page of my life, I'm willing to share it to the world. You know, I don't lie to my viewers. I don't lie to my subscribers. I don't lie to my supporters. Again, guys like Matt Unique. I'm gonna tell you who my supporter is. Guys like the Unique one himself, Prince Unique. Okay, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorn. Oh yeah, and check out Thorn Theater on PlayStation 2. I love it. Love his comments. You know, guys like Sean the Genius Harris, the president and co-founder of this show. Guys like the Guru, Larry Leonard. You know, Prince, do me a favor, put him in the box. Thank you. See, It's because like guys like him, I'm gonna keep running this show. I'm gonna keep running this show, Bobby. See, this is what I'm saying. I want you to visualize what I'm talking about right now. See, you know, y'all gotta know that you guys should know the difference by now. Prince, if you're watching, I'm glad you're here. Put him in the box. Please put him in the box. Well appreciated. And I'm not gonna revolve the show around him, because I'm gonna say this about him, and I'm about to end this show. Thank you. You see, Bobby? Hellcat 187 is the box color. It's the box, the coloring room. What do you mean by the box? Which you try to explain that to me a little bit more better. Shout out goes out to Hellcat 87. See, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let it go. Bobby and YouTube, this is what I'm talking about. It's guys like, this is why I date all my shows. It's guys like that. It's making it bad for me, making it bad for the viewers, subscribers, to the moderators, and it's making it bad for your own brand. And you guys want me to play by your rules, which I'm trying my best, but at the same time, guys like him is not comprehending towards your rules. So if anything, what are you going to do about that? Because if guys like Bobby B keep coming in, you know what's going to happen? Nobody ain't going to be able to enjoy it. Hellcat said coloring room where they put miserable behavior, children. Okay. How should I put this? I changed the comment label now to keep this show, how should I put it, neutral. Okay. And the reason why for that, because I'm just going to be honest with you, YouTube have their own, what's the word I'm looking for? Their own guidelines. You know, some shows have age restrictions, some have their own guidelines. And right now, to be on respectable terms with them, that's why I changed the comments now to say our audience must be 18 years or older. So that means if you're 18 years or older, you can watch the show. Parental guidance is suggested. That means if you have younger viewers that's watching this show, make sure that the parents are in the room so that way it won't be no issues. Please subscribe. That part, that ain't gonna change, at least as far as the please subscribe part. I am trying to be, again, neutral. And I want to show that in front of the world that I'm being neutral. But guys like Bobby, he ain't neutral. See, so if you want to go after somebody, don't go after the little fish that's left in the pond. Go after the big whale that's swimming around in the ocean right now. That's what you guys really need to focus on. Because if not, only thing he's doing is proving his point to the world, to everybody that's watching. This is what I'm talking about, YouTube. I said this on my show a couple of days ago. We need to tighten up. And right now, I'm trying to work on my part. But guys like him, they need to be tightened up. I told you guys my ideal. Get a satellite. Let Big Brother start watching over everything. Once you guys do that, then you're gonna be wrong about me. You're gonna say, you know what, Darnell, Crittenden, we was wrong about you. And there's my proof right there. So what you guys gonna do? You're gonna go after the little fish that's in the pond, or go after the big fish that's trying to mess up the ocean. I'm just saying. But enough of him. I'm about to end this show. And again, these are guys that's been loyal to me, the people I mentioned, you know, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So just letting you guys know, come August, I'm going to be offline temporarily, but my goal right now is to be back on here, especially in time for October, because you got a lot of cool stuff coming out. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change that color to a different color, but that's just something I'm running with for now. But that's about it. Little robot buddy, you will break. So please, if you guys watching this right now, same show. Think of it as a little brief history with a little bit of kind of state of direction behind it. Thank you so much, Unique. Shout out goes out to Prince Unique again. Shout out goes out to Jeremiah King, dude. I'm glad you didn't rob a police car to lock somebody else up, man. You know, and we ain't ready for that, man. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Then again, I don't put nothing past that, brother. Again, shout out goes out to Jeremiah King. In fact, shout out goes out to all my brothers from NWI. Yes, much blessed to you. Shout out goes out to your family as well. To Keneal, we gotta find him, man. Fountain of Pain, Wicked. We gotta bring the band back together, and we are going to bring the band back together on this. Shout out goes out to the WWE Corporation, the WWE community, the WWE Foundation, Triple H, the man. You know, he is the game, hands down. Shout out goes out to him. We're gonna do that. Eventually, we will do that. And I've said enough momentarily. I gotta step out in about another hour and take care of some things. But I just want to share my little brief, little combination of my brief history of the show, a little state of direction, a couple of changes, but yet I want to continue giving on the most qualified of my performance as I possibly could, because it's what I do. It's what I do. And please, always leave in comments. If it's something you don't understand, you can email me. Yes, I do have my own email address. So go to the listing of this show on YouTube. You'll find it. If not, I'll tell you anyway. It's pronounced Tiamat. That's TIAMAAT 2004 at yahoo.com. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't check my email every day. Let's get that out the way right now. But I do check my email at least twice every month, the beginning and the end of every month. So that is very, very important. And if I see it, I'll see what I can do. Oh, and last but not least, if there's any ideals, please let me know. Give our final shout outs to Dimitri Gann Johnson, the future Mr. Crittenden. Shout out goes out to you, to all my grandkids out in Gary and Hobart, Indiana. Shout out goes out to you, to my little sister Wednesday. Hope you enjoy your vacation. Tell me all about it when you come back. Shout out goes out to you. To my West Side family, the Redmonds. Shout out goes out to you guys. To my immediate family, the Crittendens and Colognes. Shout out goes out to you guys as well. Well, I'm out of here. I'm about to end this show. We're going to do some more exclusive gameplay later. And see everybody again, hopefully real soon. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Episode Power Players. And now, as they say in the wrestling world, hit my music. hear that music, that means my Thursday morning update, July 25th, has come to a closure and its final destination. And to the troller that needs psychiatric help, haven't done that in a while. He know who he is. Let him have it. Let him have it. That's one thing I like about the game room. You can do so many cool special effects with this. I'm not done with him. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's what he get. Well, I'm about to step out. Got a couple of things to check out, but I will be back on here soon. And again, thank you. 695, that is a huge milestone. Let's push it to 700. Let's push it to 800. Let's push it to 900. Let's push it to 1,000. Let's just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I'm out of here. And again, to you guys, thank you. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and real soon. Public service announcement to Chicago, to the world. I say this every time after I end my show. Please, seriously, if not for yourself, for someone else you love, someone else you care for, someone else that means the world to you, put those guns down. No, straight up, for real, put them down. I mean that. Talk to everybody later and later. Peace.